If your caucus is 100% behind...
Sorry, we finished on Vietnam? Or?
Yeah,
cool.
Prime Minister, if your caucus is 100% behind you, will you release the results of yesterday's vote?
No, that remains inside our caucus. There's only 2 people who know that vote.
Do you know, and are you one of those 2 people that know?
No.
Prime Minister, Chris Kent is no longer seeking re-election. We haven't heard from you since then. How confident are you that he was the only member of your caucus involved in the leadership challenge?
Well, again, as we said in our statement yesterday, and I addressed that yesterday, he launched a challenge that led to a vote of confidence. I have the full support of my caucus, and we're very united. And again, we're focused on actually, making sure we've got a positive plan to take New Zealand forward. It's a pretty exciting future for New Zealand, despite all the volatility, and that's what we're focused on.
Do you feel a bit betrayed? Do you feel a bit betrayed by Chris Kent over this whole scenario?
Well, again, I dealt with it very quickly. I mean, we had a challenge emerge very quickly. We called a meeting. We dealt with it in-house, and we're moving on. And
that you won't have to face another leadership challenge between now and the...
I have the full support of my caucus. We came out of that room very united, very focused on our task at hand. That New Zealand has got some really big issues in front of it, and there's a very clear choice that people are going to have on November 7th, and we're going to win that election.
Can you give us a sense of what was said during that caucus meeting to convince you of that unity?
No, I don't need to, because what we talk about in caucus stays in caucus.
Yep. What have you learned from this whole scenario, 2 leadership bids? What have you learned, and how do you need to improve?
Well, I've got actually a great caucus, and we've got an incredible talented team, as evidenced by the 2 folk that are standing with me here today. And the work that we've got ahead of us is immense. There's a lot more for us to do, but I'm telling you, this is an exciting country. We've got a great amount of potential ahead of us, and we've got a team that's determined to get on and get that job done.
How can you still lead a country when your leadership keeps being questioned by your own MPs and ministers?
As I said yesterday, we've got a united caucus that's very focused on winning the election on November the 7th and presenting a positive plan of how we fix the basics and build the future. Very confident about that.
Do you think Chris Kent could have stood for National at the next election?
No, as you saw yesterday, when a cabinet minister challenges a leader, then they need to go, and that's what happened. And he's probably made his own decision around staying in politics or not.
Did you Prime Minister, that Chris Kent did that? I mean, that seemed to have come out of the blue.
Guys, I addressed it all yesterday. Not going into it. Pretty clear.
You didn't take any questions, and this is our first opportunity.
Well, I'm being very clear with you. We're a united caucus, very focused on the November 7 election and presenting a very positive plan to New Zealanders.
How can you say that you're a united caucus when you, as a Prime Minister, have faced 2 leadership votes in a couple of months?
Very clear. Came out of a decision yesterday. Very united, very focused, as I said, on prosecuting our plan, which I think is the thing that we need to take New Zealand forward. Okay, any more questions?
What kind of a message do you think that sends to voters, Prime Minister, when it is the second attempt this year?
Well, I think voters will see we took decisive action. We dealt with it very quickly, and we came out of that meeting very united, very determined to actually make sure we do everything we can to present a very clear set of choices to the New Zealand people. It's very obvious to us a Labour government will take New Zealand backwards. They want to spend more, tax more, borrow more, and we are the people with a sensible, responsible economic plan that will grow the economy, help affordability, stop Labour's tax grab, and set New Zealand up for an awesome future for our kids and our grandkids. And that's what today's been about, right? I mean, the opportunities that come off the back of doing business with Vietnam are huge for New Zealand, and that's what we're about.
Prime Minister, did you speak too soon a couple of days ago when you ruled out the Opportunity Party, given the fact in our latest poll that they were in a kingmaker position?
No, we don't. That is a party that is all about wanting to imply another 1.75% land tax on Kiwis, making every New Zealander a beneficiary. Those are policies that do not fit with our agenda. We are a party that wants less tax, not more tax. And what's obvious to us is the 8 or 9 new taxes we're seeing combined come through from Labour to Pāti Māori, the Greens, and now TOP, is not the way forward for New Zealand. That will put a wrecking ball through our economy. A capital gains tax, a wealth tax, a death tax, a gift tax, lifting the income tax rates, lifting the corporate tax rates, putting in place a land tax. That is the proposal from the other side. That is completely the wrong course of action to strengthen and build our economy.
Erica Stanford and Chris Bishop had nothing to do with any of the leadership attempts?
Yes. Okay. All right. Team, last question.
How much confidence do you have in your senior ministers?
Oh, total confidence. I've got an outstanding team, and I would just ask the New Zealand people to line up my top team and line up the other side and say, who do you want to be your Minister of Police? Who do you want to be your Minister of Trade? And I'm telling you, person on person, my team beats the other side hands down. All right, thanks team. Have a great day. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good day.